Oh.
And now, Jabroni Studios, in association with Big Herm Productions, is proud to present to you, recording from an undisclosed location in Oakdale, Connecticut, it's Chris Burns, it's Chris Lynch, this is Dysfunction Junction.
Welcome back, everybody, to the train ride from hell and the nonstop to nowhere. What do you do if your guest backs out? You bring two guests on. Tonight, we are the judges, the jury, and the executioner for the idiots on the internet. But first, lean your seat back, look out the window, check out that signpost that says, "Welcome to Dysfunction Junction."
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Damn right. My name is Chris Burns. To the right of me on the screen is Inigo Montoya himself, my co-host.
Chris Lynch.
And, of course, the producer extraordinaire, the man with no hair, the man with better style sense than 2023 Ric Flair. It's Big Herm himself, Michael P.S. Herman.
What is up?
And below us,
Yeah.
you have my favorite NASCAR nut. She is one of my favorite people to talk to about NASCAR racing and other goofy stuff. And I think a couple weeks ago, she was the MVP of the comment section right here on Dysfunction Junction. It's Amber Armstrong. Amber, how are you tonight?
Howdy. Doing pretty good. Enjoying the nice weather. No fires needed here.
That's what I like to hear. And, of course, the guy I met in a Turkish prison about 20 years ago, I was peeing outside. He sided up to me and he said, "You know, that's illegal in a lot of places." I said, "What's that, peeing outside?" He goes, "No, jerking off a toddler." It's my man, Tom Cressy. Tom, how are you tonight, bro?
Hey, how are you, my man? Thank you for allowing me to come on this show, man.
Not a problem. So what we do once a month for the last couple months is we go to the wonderful world of Reddit and we read what these sob story jackasses have to say.
We watch porn. It's really what happens, and then somehow it turned into this.
Yeah, that's pretty much long and the short of that. Long for me, short for Lynch. I get it.
It started out with strippers, and it's turned into "Am I the Asshole?" So,
well, we'll go back to the strippers because check it out. I am representing the Golden Banana tonight.
It's a vicious circle.
1-star strip club reviews will return in the near future, but as of right now, lady and gentlemen, we're diving right in. Are you ready?
Ready.
All right. I will call out the first judge when I finish reading the statement. Here we go. Am I the asshole for calling my mom when my husband refuses to listen to me? See, Herm.
Sorry.
You can't go off the rails this soon.
Sorry, it's a dad thing.
I know.
Breaking the rules.
Am I the asshole? Yes. No, sorry.
Yes. You are the asshole. Here we go.
Sorry.
I'm a 26-year-old female, recently moved into my first home. I am also 4 months pregnant with our first baby. The pregnancy has been very hard. I have horrible morning sickness. I reached a really bad point where I passed out and hit my head, and my doctor admitted me to the hospital for a week. When I got home, my husband allowed his brothers to move into 2 of our 3 bedrooms. They were evicted from their apartment, and I don't know why. Well, that's a red flag right there. One room was my office and was tossed into our room, papers everywhere. The house was a complete wreck. Trash, dirty clothes, used diapers. I started to cry. It was like a light flipped off in my husband's head. He was no longer the same. My husband told me it wasn't that bad. My reply was, "Fine. You should have the house cleaned up before I wake up." Completely exhausted, I fell asleep for 4 hours. I woke up and went to get a drink of water. I couldn't even find a glass. Every one that we owned was scattered throughout the house. They didn't clean a single thing. I passively, aggressively started to pick up the dirty dishes and wash them.
Thank you. I'll just have one and put the rest in the fridge.
Uh-oh. Stop it. That's not fair.
Sensuous brought me a beer.
Well, happy day, Sensuous. When my husband came home, he was upset with me over how I didn't make his brother's wife feel welcome in our home. Oh, the wife moved in too. Oh, Jesus Christ. By helping with their kids when she was tired, then continued complaining how nothing was done while he was at work all day in the house. Yep, the same one he didn't clean. That led to a fight where I told him, "Am I too sick to have company?" I'm sorry. The weather here in Babylon is great. "I am too sick to have company in the house. They need to leave." To which he replied, "They are his family. He won't kick them out." I physically couldn't do it anymore. I called my mom asking if I could come stay with her, told her the whole story in front of my husband, who at this point was completely shocked and angry. I could also tell he wasn't sure what to do. I got a text message from my mother-in-law for calling me an a-hole for not helping my husband clean up the house and putting my brother-in-law in an uncomfortable position. I'm not reading the rest of this. Amber, is this woman the asshole?
No, she's not.
Why not?
She shouldn't have to do everything. If he's the one that brought him in while she was in the hospital, then it's not her responsibility.
A freaking men.
Who
I
paid the
agree with
bills?
that.
Who paid the
Tom,
bills?
is this woman the asshole?
Who paid the bills?
I needed the cliff notes on that, man. My ADHD was kicking in there, man. I was trying to fucking pay attention.
I'll get a
You know
short
what?
one next
I'll
time.
say, you know what? Blood is thicker than water. So I'm gonna say, hey, listen, you know what? I got a twin brother. If he needed a place, I don't know. You know, I need more of a story. I need the backstory. I need to know: are these guys assholes? Are they good people? Like, who are these brothers? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, I can
They're
understand where you're
losers.
coming
They
from,
don't. They got
too.
kicked out of an apartment. They're losers.
But-
They're fucking losers. What do you? What,
If
how
they're
much
not-
more evidence do you need? They both got fucking kicked out. Not
Hey,
one was like, "Yo,
have you
one's got to
seen
leave,
rent?
but the one
Have
can
you seen
handle it."
rents lately?
They both
Rent
got
is
left
like
out.
fucking $3,000, man. I mean, I can't. I gotta hear more. With these guys
Okay, they
working?
don't give us
Are they
more. I
bums?
couldn't
Yeah.
keep reading this.
Who paid the bills? That's what I want to know. Who paid the bills in the house? Who paid the bills?
All
in
right,
the house?
let me. Okay, time out. I'm gonna be, I'm gonna be the woman's spokesperson here, Penny with a penis. I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say, dude, you just had a baby 6 weeks ago, and these guys are wrecking your house. Fuck no.
Well, that's kind of
Contribute
where I'm.
or get lost.
That's where I'm going. Like, who paid the bills in the house? Because if it's just him, first of all, then you the man in the house. You demand a man because you're paying all the bills and you're going to work. All right, she's pregnant. We don't know if she works or not, but we know he does because she said he came home from work.
Mm-hmm.
All right, she obviously ain't working. The bitch is sick and broken and ass up in the hospital. So that's no money. There's no money coming in from that unless your bitch got Aflac. Okay, and they give you cash, which is the same as money.
Same as
So,
money.
You know, but you know, man, your woman just came home. You have to take control. Offering up your place without even talking to your wife isn't how it's done. It's kind of like going out and buying
for business.
It's kind of like going out and buying a $30,000 toy. You know, like I can do it, but I got to talk to her first. She got no problem as long as I'm like, yo, I'm gonna go spend $32,000 this weekend, and she's like,
Just off
okay.
the cuff, I know one. I can pretty much guess. I'm the odd man out. How many of our panel are married? I already know 2 of them, 3 of them. Amber, are you married?
Fucking happily too.
Divorced
Happily.
twice.
Happily.
Wow, that's
Are
one
you
more
up
than
there
me.
being held hostage, man? Is your wife got a gun to your head right now? You're saying all the right answers, big.
No. Look, I'll even turn off the fucking green screen so you can see.
All right, Lynch.
No, she just
Lynch,
brought me beers. Why am I gonna bitch and moan about that?
I got you, man.
right?
It was nice. It was nice.
Lynch, you're the final cut. We have 2 yes, 1 no. Is this woman the asshole?
I gotta have to say agree with her. I mean, she just had a baby. I wouldn't expect her to clean up at all. I mean, she's 6 weeks old or whatever the hell it is.
Well, I don't even think that's the mistake that's relevant. Unfortunately, in the story, the mistake that's relevant is the fact that because if he'd have done it, she'd have said so. He never spoke to her. He just up and decided that was the thing. So you, as the head of the household, if that's your job, then you have to protect your household and take care of your household. And that's not doing it when your wife's sick and you move your brothers in. Bro, I know you're having a rough time. I know it, but you know what? My wife is not up for it. This is not the time. Maybe next week. You got to suffer a little bit. Sorry.
And judging by the name on the screen, Lynch is here to let you know he means business. Marquis
Thank
Salomone
you.
Morelli, listen to
That's
you.
right.
Chris, take your
Also-
pill.
Chris, take your pill.
Take your pill. Also, freelance gynecologist.
I saw that. Giving pap smears for cheap. All right. Are we ready to move on to the next one? I think we're mostly in agreement that the woman's not the asshole.
Yeah.
Not at
she's
all.
not the asshole.
Not this
I don't
time.
believe so.
Nope. Now I can already see. I haven't
Give it a
read
week.
one word yet, and I already know I'm going to curl what's left of Herm's hair with this one. So here we go.
Curl
Are they miscooking
curl some ass hair.
Are they miscooking meat? What's going on?
Just breathe with me here. I am 23 years old. I am the oldest of 5 siblings, and I am a full-time student. I also have a part-time job in my field, but when I complete my after degree, my employer will take me on full-time. I make enough from part-time to pay for school and put money aside. My siblings range from 20 to 10 years old.
Ooh.
Both of my parents work full-time. I've taken on a lot of responsibility for keeping everything running in the house. I go grocery shopping. I do the laundry as well. I make sure that dinners and meal prep are done and that all the young ones have lunches ready to go every day. I also get all my siblings to do their part with regards to household chores. For example, my youngest brother is responsible for feeding and walking the dogs. So I make sure that there's dog food in the storage and poop bags on the leash. Over Christmas, I had a chance to buy a PS5 for myself, so I did.
Poop bag.
It's what you put poop in.
All right.
Not everybody lives like a heathen like you do.
I don't live like a heathen. My wife goes out and picks up the poop in the yard. That's her thing.
All right. Well, technically, right there is a poop bag.
I don't like that shit on my lawn. She goes and gets it.
Love you, Jen. Still love you. Always have. The
With
rest
bare
of my
hands?
family.
Ew.
I had a
Bare
chance.
hands.
Shut up. I had the chance to buy a PS5 for myself, so I did. The rest of my family is still using a shared PS4. I keep mine in my room, and I do not share. Good for you. My parents started fielding complaints from my oldest brother, or the oldest of the youngest, because he's the oldest. This is fucking confusing. About how I made so much money and I didn't share the things I bought for myself. Totally true. I own this. So they had a talk with me where they brought this up. I pointed out how much of the household work I did and said that it wasn't fair that I was earning so much money without contributing. Okay. They told me how much they
Listen,
expected
you
from me.
socialist fuck.
Word. I told you. Here it comes.
You
I went to my room.
socialist fucking pig.
No, I see where he's going. I'm reading it. You don't see this? Work with me.
You pinko commie bastard.
I knew I'd get a rise. I went to my room and did the math. If I gave them what they wanted, I would have about $800 a month left over. That's not including what I have to pay for school. If I dropped a couple of classes next semester, I could go almost full-time hours with my job, and it would only be one more year until I graduated. But I could afford my own place, and I would have way more free time and disposable income. So I packed up and moved out. Nice.
Yes.
Everything I owned fit in my car. I stayed in an Airbnb for 2 weeks until I could get everything sorted with an apartment, school, and work. It was great. I'm not going to lie. I may have gone a little overboard on Tinder. Whoa. I couldn't have woman over at my parents' house. I like him already. I just moved into my own apartment. I'm staying part-time.
Look, I'm going to be honest. I moved in and went through a lot of pussy, but it's all right.
Basically. I will work full-time over the summer and go to a lighter class load in the fall. My oldest brother has been tasked by my parents to do everything I used to do. His chores have been split up amongst the youngest 3. They are all pissed at me for moving out. My parents are upset that I left them in a lurch. My siblings are mad that they all have more to do. My oldest brother is especially salty because he has no free time to see his girlfriend, and she isn't allowed in the house when my parents aren't home. I enjoy my free time. I even bought myself a plant from IKEA. I feel bad, though, for screwing them up over all of it, but it didn't make sense for me to do all that work and pay rent on top. Am I the asshole, Tom?
No. I was paying attention there. It's like cyclic, right? As you get older, the next one becomes a slave of the household.
Mhm.
It just works like
Yeah.
that. So hey,
That's why you have one kid every 3 years.
So it's all good.
That's why you
I
have
don't think
one
you're an
kid.
asshole. They did right. Moving out. Fuck them.
I like it. Amber, is this guy the asshole?
No, because strictly on the grounds it's not his responsibility to take care of the other kids when he wasn't the one that made them.
I agree with that.
Booyah.
All right, Lynch, what do you got? I already know Herm's answer. This guy, after hearing the story, I think he's going to take back Commie Pinko and go, kid, you did the right thing.
No, not the guy. The family. The family's the pinko commie socialist fucks. This guy's like, fuck this shit. I'm leaving the Soviet Union.
I like it. Go,
No,
comrade.
I don't think he's the asshole. I mean, it was kind of like the situation I was in when I was still living at home. My mom was banking on that money I paid for rent. Guess what? That well is going to run dry eventually. I grew up and moved out, so you're going to have to figure it out on your own.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough. I like that. Oh God, this is gonna hurt.
Hang on. TV timeout. I got to pee.
All right, you take a pee time out. I'll start reading. Chances are you'll hear me because we're only in opposite rooms. We're gonna throw this one at Herm first. We're gonna make this like a round robin gimmick. Herm, are you ready?
I'm ready.
My sister, the male is 26 writing this. My 23-year-old sister runs a bakery business, and she's been struggling lately to keep up with the orders because she's been short-staffed. She does a lot of orders for wedding cakes that require custard or marmalade fillings, whatever. And I offered to help her out by making these fillings at home and bringing them to her so she has less work to do. Unfortunately, the past 4 times I've made these fillings, my girlfriend, 24, has literally dipped her fingers into the filling jar and contaminated them because, in her words, I just wanted to try some. I've tried explaining to her she can't dip her fingers in and contaminate the entire batch because then I have to remake it. I said she should use a spoon or take some out if she wants to try it so bad, but she just pouts and says she likes using her fingers because it takes her back to childhood. Today, I was trying to finish some chocolate custard and send it over to my sister really fast because she was running late on a wedding cake, and it was an order for an important client. I told my girlfriend beforehand, do not eat the custard, and if she really wanted to, please use a spoon. So I get out of the shower, and what do I see? She has her fingers in it again. I totally lost it because this is
I'd
the
have my
5th time
fucking
she
dick put in that
blatantly
shit.
disregarded what I said. And I yelled at her and told her, and I quote, to stop fucking eating the food I'm making because it's not for her and she's contaminating it. She started to cry and got mad at me for fat shaming her, even though I made no comment about her weight, and she has no history of weight issues or eating disorders. I know I was harsh, but she kept pushing my limits. Herm, is he the asshole?
They're both assholes.
Oh, do explain.
They're both assholes. First of all,
You're the chef here. Explain.
there's my problem. So you're at home making custard, just making custard at home in your house in your non health department approved kitchen.
Not food safe.
Not food approved kitchen. So what's the big deal about the fucking finger? You're not a pro kitchen. If it was that fucking important, you'd be doing it in a real facility. That's where I cook my food. And if I don't, I have everything at the home that's from a real facility to do it correctly and the right amount of refrigerator space and whatnot. This sounds like they're just somebody's doing work out of their kitchen, and I gotta be honest, I hate fucking at-home cake makers. I hate them. Slinging cakes on Facebook. So they're both assholes. Him for not doing it properly, and her for fucking violating food code. So there you go.
Fair enough.
Aren't they both?
You don't want people at home's fingers in your food. Don't make the fucking food for a job at home.
All right.
You dumb
Third
fuck.
story.
Tom, is this an asshole?
Nah. I mean, yeah, nobody wants that, right? I mean, my profession. I get a little skeeved out when I have to go through drive-thru and I'm in my uniform, man. It's I hate that. So I'm hoping that, and I'm at the place and I can see what's going on. I can't imagine what's happening when I can't see what's going on. So
Right.
no, I think she should just leave her dirty, filthy fingers out of the you know where I want to go with it, but I'll keep it clean, man. Just keep your fingers.
I got you.
Just keep them out, man. It's not a big deal. He gave her alternatives, right? A spoon, a knife, a fork, whatever it takes.
Absolutely. Amber, I didn't know you were done. I'm sorry, Tom. Amber, is this an asshole?
No problem. Go ahead.
I kind of agree with Herm. Both of them are assholes.
Okay.
Him, even if he knows that she's going to keep doing that and keep doing that and keep doing that, why not put a little bit out for her into a bowl or something and just let her dip her fingers in that instead of the whole damn thing. And
Come
she
on, let's
should-
be honest. Make it interesting. Put some in a bowl, save it for later, smear it all over her ripe, juicy ass when they go to bed. Whatever.
Yeah,
Something.
just shit like that. Just shit
You know
like
what
that.
I mean? Like,
Anything.
once again, I fall back
But-
to my dick print would have been in it. There it is. Foreplay.
But I mean, even still, she should know not to put her fingers in it, or put anything of hers in it for that matter.
True.
I'm not
I'd
quite
have
sure
to
what's
see-
worse.
Wait, hold on. I'd have to see what she looks like first, though. You know.
That's what I'm saying. Depending on how she looks like, might totally depend on what she rubs in that fucking custard.
Exactly.
Fair
And
enough.
what,
You know,
and what I'm going to allow.
I'm not sure what's worse, Herm's dick print or Amber saying, I don't care where you put it.
Dude,
Wow.
it's got to be. It's
Upon-
a big bowl. It's a big bowl. That's all I'm saying.
All right.
Upon review of the play, the penalty is reversed. Yardage gained, first down.
All right.
If she's hot, she can do whatever the fuck she wants. No,
you
I'm
tell
with
me if
her.
Giselle
Um,
was in all up in that. You're gonna be like, that's beautiful, man.
I dig up a city block
She
of
could be-
sidewalk just to watch a piece of her shit float by.
That's it.
Oh my god.
I'd she could be elbow she could be elbow deep in anything she wants.
I'd
I'm gonna
slide
allow it.
if she's hot. I'd slide down a razor blade into a pool of alcohol just to listen to her piss into a cup on the phone.
That's what I'm saying. It's whole city block of sidewalk, baby.
I think I did find one good Valentine's Day one. We're gonna lead off with Lynch on this one. Lynch, are you ready?
Huh? What?
Are you ready?
I am
He's
ready.
ready.
How come,
Is anybody
is he,
moving?
is he not moving in anybody else's TV?
I think
He
he.
ain't
I
been
think he
moving in
might
mine
be.
for a while.
He might be dead.
That's what I'm saying. I just want to make sure it's not me. That I'm.
He's a black
not-
screen on mine.
all
Oh,
right,
he's
so
not
I,
moving on mine.
I just get a nice. I get the mugshot photo, but it's
Yeah,
good.
pretty much. Like this is
Mr.
the
K-
serial killer that's going through your neighborhood right now.
Mr. Kaczynski, what would you like to say?
Just stay still. I want to take your picture. All right, here we go. I'm going to read the cut line first, and then I'll get into the story. Am I the asshole for sending my girlfriend too many Valentine's Day flowers and making her sister's husband look bad? I already know the answer, but I got to read.
No.
Let me start by explaining where I'm coming from here. I need to establish two things. Already you're an asshole for saying this. One, I have a high-paying job that often requires I drop everything to travel without notice. It is infuriating at times, but I get paid well, so I've learned to live with it. Two, my girlfriend loves flowers more than anything. I get it. Most girls love flowers, but they are her favorite thing in the world. She literally makes me stop the car when we're driving just so she can take pictures of flowers. Early in our relationship, I had to miss something important without notice. To make up for it, I sent her 3 dozen roses, and she loved it and told me I had set the bar and I had better always send her 3 dozen roses or I was going to let her down. Now she's the asshole. Don't do that. We've been together 3 years, and I have always sent her 3 dozen roses whenever we're apart. It's a tradition. We love it. On to the dilemma. Girlfriend got bad news about a family member's health and headed back to her hometown for a couple weeks. I was not able to join because of work. Her 2 sisters went back with her as well as their husbands. So Valentine's Day comes around, and although it wasn't my fault that we weren't together, I ordered the gift of 3 dozen roses plus candy and a stuffed animal. Day of, I got an alert from FedEx that about a delayed shipment, and I panicked. It broke my heart to think she wouldn't get these flowers and gifts, so I called up the local florist and found one who could deliver them for a small fee. I sent another gift pack of 3 dozen roses. Turns out FedEx managed to deliver the original package. The girlfriend ended up with 6 dozen roses, 2 cards, 2 boxes of chocolates, and 2 teddy bears. She joked that how I had now raised the bar again and expected no less than 6 dozen roses anytime we were apart. All jokes aside, I could tell she really appreciated it and does not really want 6 dozen roses. The next day, her sister called. She was furious, saying I made both of their husbands look awful. Turns out one had bought his wife a leftover bouquet of half-dead tulips, and the other didn't get his wife anything at all. I guess they were both going to use the commotion as an excuse. My girlfriend ended up sharing her roses with the sisters so they could all feel special, but it was clear that they were from me. My instinct was to take a victory lap, but the girlfriend's mom and dad then called and explained that they thought I should apologize. While they appreciate me always making romantic gestures to their daughter, I can afford to do so while the other husbands can't. They see they see where things are going and assume we'll all be family soon, and it would be a good idea for me to make peace with the others. In the sense that I don't really mean to do anything to their detriment, I also expect them not to be shitty partners and that they thought it would be okay not even to bring their wives flowers on Valentine's Day. But maybe I'm wrong for holding them to the standard that I've set for my own relationship. Lynch, this one's for you. Is this the asshole? Oh my
I don't
God,
think
Fred Garvin.
I don't think he's an asshole. It's not his fault. FedEx delivered twice, or FedEx delivered the original, and the other one delivered as well. So she got 6 dozen roses. Big fucking deal. If that makes them feel bad, good. I hope they feel bad because one of them bought a fucking dead bouquet of roses or flowers. Fuck them. Be prepared. If you're gonna celebrate the day and celebrate it in the traditional way with nice flowers and chocolates or a gift, be prepared. Order them a week in advance, 2 weeks in advance, or buy them the day before, not on the way home from work and you're all grubby and you get your fucking dick beaters all over these nasty little bouquet.
Oh
No,
Jesus.
he's not the asshole. The other two are assholes for not being prepared. Showing up for class unprepared. Am I moving now?
You're not
No.
even on the screen, brother.
No, we're just black.
Straight black.
Oh Lord, Tom,
Have you-
do we have is this guy the asshole?
Yeah, he's an asshole for setting himself up, man, for failure, right?
How?
Three dozen roses every
I see,
time.
dude. I see your pictures with your lovely, and you treat her like a goddess. Do not make this guy into the asshole. Come on now.
Never three dozen, man. Then he inadvertently sends three, and they show up with six, and now he's got to do six every time.
He won't. It's good. It's good for them. Fuck it.
If you don't do six, you're an asshole.
Oh, we'll
Hey,
find
man,
out next year.
it's the old adage, man. If just get one, man, just 1 dozen. That's good. I think he set his family up, made him look bad. You don't do that, man honor right there. Not just messing around, man. Those other two are assholes too. They fucked up too. So,
All right, Amber, what do you got? Is this guy the asshole?
No, FedEx and his family or her family are the assholes. He can't help FedEx fucked up and didn't deliver.
Can't say I disagree with you.
If the other family members don't like it, then get off your ass and go out and get your wife the same thing. It's
Fair
not
enough.
his fault. It's not his
They-
fault.
They need to step up their game.
Hey, you're finally moving now.
Well, look at that. Lynch is mobile.
Moving and grooving, baby.
Herm, do we have an asshole here? Seriously, come on now.
No, I don't think we have an asshole. I think what we have is the problem is, you should never look at your neighbor's bowl to see if they have more than you. You should only look at your neighbor's bowl to see if they have enough.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
You start comparing yourself to who's got more and who's got less, and whether you're better or you're on a slippery fucking slope. I guess it goes to he's not an asshole. I guess it definitely goes to the character of the sisters that married losers, and you can't be mad at what a couple has for their thing. You know what I mean? Like, that's their thing. Like my dad bought my mother roses. My mother liked roses, so that's pretty much what she got. Like the a dozen was like the minimum requirement. But anniversaries, my father would buy my mother up until they died. At the end of last year. My father would buy her a dozen roses and then buy her a bouquet of however many roses they'd been married. So They'd been married 50 years, so there was a dozen
a lot of
roses,
roses.
and then
Damn.
and you know what I mean, and then 50 roses showed up at the fucking door. So that was their thing. Like we discussed it last week with Valentine's Day. If she spent $3,000 on, if he spent 2-3 grand on Valentine's Day, so did she. So they had their thing, but you can't be mad just because another couple can't afford to do that or isn't in the position to do that. Doesn't mean you're an asshole. Doesn't mean you made anybody look better. You only think that somebody looked better or worse because you're the type of person who judges that way.
I just
And
think
since-
fuck Valentine's Day. Go ahead, Amber.
And since when is it her husband's responsibility to make sure that the other wives have something for Valentine's Day when it should be their husband?
See,
Yeah.
Amber
I gotta
gets
be
it.
honest.
Why
If
doesn't
I was
everybody
him,
else?
I'd have been pissed she was handing my flowers out to those cunts.
Whoa!
Wow.
Oh,
Here we go. Here we go.
There it
That'd
is.
be my. That'd be my fucking problem. I'd have lost my shit. I'd have lost my shit. Why the fuck are you giving the flowers I paid for to those bitches?
probably just to
Wow.
get him to shut the fuck up.
Fuck that.
Well,
Give them my flowers back. Give them something to really bitch about.
That just proves that the family is worried about keeping up with the Joneses.
Because I am the asshole. Perpetually.
Yeah, pretty much.
My wife has a friend that's like that. 2 years ago when my wife went out and bought a brand new Jeep, she went out and bought a brand new Jeep too. It's
Yeah.
you do shit like that. His TV's bigger. I got to buy one bigger than his. I just buy what I like, and it happens to be expensive. I
Yeah,
bought a
I'm not trying to keep up with the Joneses. I'm just trying to keep up with myself.
We bought a new sound bar 2 weeks ago. Saw it at Best Buy, ordered it from Amazon because it was $200 cheaper. It was expensive, but you know what? I like the way it sounds. It's like a movie theater. It's like a movie theater in my house now. It's like Dolby Atmos and all this other shit. The bass is incredible. That's what I like. And if it costs a few extra bucks,
They
I'm
did.
gonna spend the money. Fuck it. You only live once,
Right. I'll agree.
and they can't stuff all that shit in your casket.
The dude's not the asshole. Nope.
No.
Not at all.
No,
This-
definitely not.
Whoever that is, I like him already as the wall eats Amber. One brick at a
Chris,
time.
hey, Peggy, Chris said, whoever that is, I like him already as the wall eats me because I've got that thing behind me and I'm kind of fading in for my shirt.
Oh. All right. I like this one. We're gonna go back through the rotation. We're gonna start with Amber on this one. I can feel this one from the bottom of my heart. My ex-wife and I have been divorced for almost 10 years, but we have a 12-year-old daughter together. Our daughter wanted to get her mom something nice for Valentine's Day, and I told her that would be great. I would pay for it for her. She decided to get her mom a dozen chocolate-covered strawberries, so I ordered them online. And here is the text conversation that ensued when my ex-wife received them. Me, can I talk to our daughter later? Her text, sure. You can't be sending me things, though. I have a man. That's inappropriate. Me, I didn't send you anything. I only paid for it. The strawberries were the idea and a gift from your daughter, not me. Also, I have
She's
a girlfriend.
already an asshole.
Her. Neither of us see it that way, so thank you in advance for respecting that. You know what? Herm already said it. This is an asshole.
I'm already there. I'm already there. Like he's the one that's asking if he's the asshole, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not. My wife and I divorced, and every fucking holiday, her birthday, every Christmas, every holiday where it's traditional to do the gift thing. Up until the boys started getting their own money, that's your job as a parent, you dumb bitch. Your job as a parent is to teach them what they're supposed to do. At Christmas, you teach them that it's important. For me, it was always their mom. That's your mom, bro. You can't forget your mom. Even though we're not together, that's your mom. You know what I mean? And it was the same with her. That's your dad. So that whole that same doting and teaching them to take and treat those particular holidays the way they do is your job as a parent. And any of us who have kids will tell you that part of the job is teaching them what they're supposed to do. So was I with my ex-wife? No. Was it my job to teach my children to remember their mother at Valentine's Day, Easter with flowers, cards, Christmas, her birthday? You're damn fucking right it was. It was my job as a parent to raise them with a level of respect and to see that the respect back and forth and to see what's done. All right? That's your job as a parent. And I know I sound like I'm on a fucking soapbox here right now, but that's the fucking job. And everybody else is too caught up in baby mama, baby daddy, and their position, and nobody's worried about how the fucking kids are turning out. All right? Nobody's worried about how the fucking kids are turning out. And it's his job. His job is to teach his kids to honor their mother. All right? And he's not talking shit on her. He's not bad-mouthing her. These are all things that you should do as a parent. You should never, because that undermines the whole.
I just saw my dude. Sorry about that, guys.
No, it's all right. But so he's definitely not the asshole. She definitely is for playing it that way and taking it.
Look at all of them.
Obviously, there's some feedback coming from the new man. Obviously, the new man is what's got a problem because that's how it comes across. If it was just her, it would be handled that way. This is friction coming from him that she's relaying. So now she's got to be beefy on it. She has to represent, which she wouldn't have to if she was just being herself. So I understand the situation, but no, he is not an asshole, and she is for not being a proper parent and allowing him to teach his children how to honor their mother.
Oh, yeah, because I can tell.
And she has to turn it into my man. Who's my man? You're not my man. It has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with being a father.
I've always told Emma, my daughter, Emma Burns, no relation. I want to get mom something nice for her birthday. Okay, let's go out shopping. And we find something. She gets a price range. We buy it. Stephanie's none the wiser. I'm sure Stephanie's not stupid. Okay, let's walk that back a bit. No, I'm kidding.
She's not oblivious. She's not oblivious to how the situation works. Like same thing. Like when the kids wanted to do something huge and I dropped big money, Tam knew where the fucking money was, but it wasn't about the gift. It was about the gift that the kids wanted to give her.
I don't care. Anytime you say De Benedetto or Bowman,
understanding that show and display of emotion and love is okay, and if you can afford it, you can do it, man. That's the whole thing the whole time. Sometimes I couldn't. It's a little pack of chocolates and a card or a plant or something that I knew that she liked. Does it involve? Unfortunately, does it involve because you're the parent and you were in a relationship with that person? All right, does it involve a little thought on your part? Like when the kids want to, I don't know what to get mom.
She had a little one.
All right, well, I know she likes these plants and that plant, or she likes this. So yes, you're taking a little bit of intelligence gathering you've got from that, and you're using it to help the kids have a successful experience with gift giving.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Herm Show.
I'm sorry.
This is me over here.
Fuck
I'm
my
over here
picks.
beating the dead horse, man. I'm beating it for you, big.
I'm sorry.
I think we're all in agreement. I think we're all in agreement on this one. This one, I just read this one. I found a couple of them, and this one kills me because of what Herm just said. I'm not a Valentine's Day guy, so I'm also a guy that believes. Well,
and
little
doing
thing
and doing the right thing for the teaching.
But at the end of it,
kid.
At the end of it all, Herm, you did say little things mean a lot. Let's walk into this one, and we'll throw it at Tom first.
All right.
My partner and I have been together almost 4 years. He and I are both 26. This is a male and female, not a what is a woman situation. It's okay if you're gay. I don't care. Just be gay. Just don't be one of the other 37 flavors. I'm currently working full time
Welcome
and
to
caring for my
Baskin-Robbins.
father, who is dying of stomach cancer.
Thing, Herm.
What did you say, Herm?
Welcome to Baskin Robbins. Can I get you
That's
a scoop?
Can I have the non-binary Ripple Crunch? Anyway,
Would you like
I'm
that with
currently-
or without guilt?
You're killing me right now. I'm currently working full time
my
and caring
God.
for my dad who's dying of stomach cancer. So as you can imagine, Valentine's Day was a bit of an afterthought for me. I made daily hour round trips to the hospital after work and handled all the cooking and cleaning in the house. I'm still kind of tired, but I still wanted to make sure my boyfriend had a decent Valentine's Day. Because of my dad being sick, I do feel like it's been hard to make time for romance. So on my lunch hour, I purchased him flowers,
It's been 2
chocolate,
hours.
chocolate-covered strawberries, and his favorite ice
About an
cream
hour
and a
45
card.
minutes, but 15 minutes.
I went to Dollar
Might be
Tree
a little
first
dummy.
because I figured I'd need a vase for the flowers, and I know they have nice glass vases. I saw his favorite kind of chocolate turtles there.
Yo, hold
they
up.
were-
This nigga thinks that a nice vase is gotten at Dollar Tree.
Why don't you shut up and let me finish reading?
I'm just saying.
This is why
I
we
said
can't
what
have
I-
nice things.
I said what I said, man.
Expectations
Herm
are
is-
set low.
Don't he have a sock drawer?
Herm
There it
is
is.
here. Herm is here. This guy's way down here.
Yeah, we're working on
Gotta
it.
kinda meet
This,
in the
this
middle.
chick, I'm reading this. This
Walmart.
chick's
Dollar
this chick's
General.
doing
Walmart.
this chick is doing shit the right way.
Walmart.
I saw his favorite chocolate turtles there, but they were off-brand. I picked them up in case the next store didn't have what I wanted. The next store I went to did not have them, and no store after that had them. So I was glad I got the ones at Dollar Tree. I was also running out of time on my lunch break, so I ended there. I had dinner ready for him when he got home. I made his favorite, homemade stromboli, and had all the gifts out when he got there. After dinner, we ran to the hospital to give my dad his flowers and card. When we got home, my boyfriend expressed disappointment in the chocolates I had purchased. He said it made him feel like he was only worth Dollar Tree chocolate. He feels that maybe because I grew up poor, this was acceptable to me, but he should feel worth more than that. I told him I'd purchase them just in case the other stores didn't have them, and I was right, and my intention was pure. He is really upset with me about this. I feel horrible and see why he would feel like this and how he feels I didn't put enough effort into the gifts. Looking back, I shouldn't have waited till the last day to get his presents. I probably would have been able to get the name brand chocolates if I didn't wait. Tom, is she the asshole?
I'm gonna say no. I'll say no. You know what?
Right.
I mean, she did get him a gift. She remembered him. She tried to be. She tried to throw a little. She thought that she was getting him the gift that he wanted, and she's got enough on her plate with her father, right? Her father's the one that had the stomach issues, right?
That's correct, yes.
Okay. But she got enough on her plate, so her boyfriend should take that into consideration. And if it was me personally, I wouldn't expect anything. You know what I mean? If my wife's father was dying or whatever the case may be, I wouldn't expect that. And I'm not so shallow that I need a goddamn some chocolate to know that my wife loves me or my girlfriend loves me. I mean, it's just, I don't know. I think he's being a little overreactive. Go out and buy your own self your damn chocolates that you like, man. You know what I mean?
Right?
I mean, she got you something that you should be damn happy about that. So that's
I
me.
always say, don't buy me anything. I know what I like. I'll get it
Mhm.
myself. You know, I gave my wife some flowers and a card. She's like, I didn't have a chance to get you anything. I was like, I don't need anything. I know you love me. You're
I
still
mean,
here.
at least
Is it February 15th, the real day for us anyway?
Yeah, right.
Well, it is for me. That's my daughter's birthday.
Oh, so I'll stop there.
Oh yeah,
That's
February
right.
15th is the real holiday because that's the half price chocolate day.
Yes, it
Yeah.
is.
I thought it was a steak and blowjob day.
No,
Isn't
that's
that?
March. That's March
March
14th.
That's what I've been
That's
selling.
steak and
I've
steak
been
and
selling
BJ
that
day.
15th.
But we don't do that here. Every day is steak and BJ day here in the Herman
This
house.
is why we
so.
can't have nice things. Jesus Christ.
This is why we're rated R.
Yep, pretty
Dude,
much.
I do write that this is not for fucking kids. I'm just saying. I make sure.
Did
that
we
when
did we
publish.
get to Amber yet? Amber,
Not
is
yet.
this girl the asshole?
no, he is straight up the asshole.
Yeah.
Hey, with everything that she's going through, with all the shit she's dealing with, it's the thought that counts. You know, at least she took time and thought about him.
Amen to that. I think we're all in agreement. She's
Yeah, I
the
mean,
hero.
she
He's
put
the
the thought
zero.
in. She did everything else right. She did the flowers and the nice. He didn't have problem with the fucking cheap ass vase. He didn't have problem with whatever else. He didn't have problem with the dinner. He takes issue with the dollar amount she spent on some fucking chocolate. Well, it wasn't really the dollar amount, and she was thinking about your ass, dickweed. So she is not an asshole. He definitely is a dick.
All right.
Listen here, Dick Flute.
Wow.
Listen,
Speaking
you
of Dick
fucking-
Flute, this one's
fucking
short and
skin
sweet,
flute.
and we're going to start with Amber. My name is Kyle Bush. Am I the asshole?
Yes. Short, and sweet, and to the point. Fuck yes.
The right answer.
Can you
gave
do
right
the
answer.
crawler, Herm? With
I'm
5
doing it right
people?
now.
All right,
I saw
hold
that
on.
going across a while ago, and I was like, "Oh, damn, that's cool."
Yes, it is. We're gonna get that shit back up just a minute. Not everybody has to answer. I'm pretty sure we all believe Kyle Bush is an asshole.
I don't think he's quite the biggest asshole out there, but he is an asshole.
No, there it is. Kyle Bush is the asshole.
Yes, we just do it like this.
All right, I'm gonna flip a coin and Lynch one. You're gonna take this one as we are 15 minutes away from thanking our guests and having them here. Oh, this is young love. This is where shit's gonna go sideways. These are probably some liberal ass kids who don't know their ass from a hole in the ground.
Lovely.
All right, for some background knowledge, I, 19-year-old female, and my boyfriend, 20-year-old male, have been together for some time. Now, to give some context, our anniversary is February 9th, which doesn't leave much room for Valentine's Day celebration. So last year, I gave my boyfriend a bouquet of roses, which I asked his mom to set up because we are in a long-distance relationship. I also gifted him a hoodie with an anime DVD he liked. I didn't receive anything that year, which wasn't a huge deal since we got to spend a little bit of one-on-one time together, but I still felt bothered. So this year, I asked if he could take on Valentine's Day and I'd do our anniversary. For our anniversary this year, I got him customizable marshmallows because he has a sweet tooth and snacks a bit. That's a nice way of saying your boyfriend's fat, but let's move on. I think gift giving is my love language. I hate
There you
that
go,
term.
Tubby.
Fuck. I'm already angry, but I'm going to move on. I think that gift giving is my love language because I go out of my way to make all my gifts for him personal and from the heart. And this year, I decided to let him know what I would like to receive since he didn't do much last year. And he said, I got it. I was so excited to see what he got me and convinced him to give it to me tonight.
Is
And
this
when I
bitch
opened-
pulling out snacks?
We're about to find out.
No,
I'm rolling
like right
cigarettes.
here up on the screen. Is this bitch pulling out snacks?
No, I roll my own cigarettes.
Oh, all right, okay.
All right, the
My
kind
bad.
of
I
snacks.
excuse. You're excused. Carry
Kind
on.
of snacks. And it's not nice to refer to our guests as bitch unless they're wearing a Red Sox hat.
As long as you
Oh.
don't call me, hey, as long as you don't call me late for dinner, I'm good with whatever.
See,
You ain't gonna hear that from me. I'm all good. All right.
Oh,
So when I
that's- oh,
opened it,
that's-
it was a bag of some bath bombs and cutely put together stuff like body scrubs and lotion. I was a bit taken aback. I didn't mention any of this, and he also gifted me the same thing on Christmas. He then explained to me that a coworker of his runs a small business and does goodie bags like this with bath bombs and lotion. I told him that's really sweet. He supported her business. The bag he also gifted me was Michael Kors, which I also felt off about because I had mentioned to him earlier that week I didn't really like their items because Michael Kors is kind of tacky. After a couple minutes, he realized I wasn't really reacting and asked if anything was wrong. I told him I appreciate the gifts, but I felt like there was no thought behind it because you did the same thing 2 months ago on Christmas. He just kind of grabbed whatever was offered instead of actually listening to what I had to say. He said it would be weird to just give me things I asked for because it's not really a gift. And I told him I shouldn't have to tell him for him to know me as a person to be able to express it with certain items. He then said I could have just pretended to like the gift and go back home. I was visiting him because he lives in a different state.
Whatever you put in there.
I continued to say
Dude,
that I
you got that out of
appreciated
kitchen.
what he did, but it just didn't feel
With your Michigan
meaningful.
jacket and all that shit.
And I feel like he doesn't
Your
listen
mom
to
said to
me.
give it to you.
He then said he feels like he always tries his best, but nothing is good enough. Is this young lady the asshole?
Ooh, this is kind of this is a little tough. some people, especially guys, are not good gift givers. I mean, she said they've been together for some time, and they're, what, 19?
It sounds like 2 years or so, and it's a long distance relationship to boot.
I mean, you're 19 years old. I mean, you're this isn't the you're probably not going to fall in love and marry this guy and be with him for the rest of your life. Because if this is going to piss you off, everything he does from here on out is going to piss her off because she's looking at it as a materialistic thing and not just the thought of the gift.
What?
Yeah. So what? He gave you bath bombs in whatever a couple months ago for Christmas. Maybe you like them. Maybe you went through all your bath bombs and he noticed, hey, she takes a lot of baths. I'll get her more. You know, he probably was half listening about the Michael Kors bag because I would give two shits. If I see something I like that I think my wife would like, I get it. If it's not her style, she'll say, hey, I love it, but do you have the receipt? Maybe we can go together and we can pick another one out. Okay, I don't take it personal. I misfire once in a while for Christmas gifts. That's why I don't buy my wife clothes or anything like that. I'll give her gift cards to whatever store she wants and let her go make the decision. I've got a couple good hits over the last couple of years, you know, for clothing, business professional type stuff. But I don't know, man. I think she is being a little bit of an asshole, and I think he is too. Because if he just doesn't listen, that's part of the problem. But he could just be a shitty gift giver. I know people like that. They give impractical gifts that you were never going to use, but hey, it's a gift. They thought of you.
Yeah, for me, and I can only speak for me. You know, I'm not a fan of big gifts. So if someone's at Walmart and they see a T-shirt like with a stupid saying or whatever, I love that stuff. I don't need big expensive gifts. I'm as low maintenance as it comes, so that stuff doesn't bother me. What bothers me is when people have an unreal expectation and they don't live up. You know, you can't possibly live up to it. Tom knows. He knows where I'm coming from. He knows the person I'm coming from too. Fuck that rancid bitch. Anyway, no comment. Exactly. Thank you very much for that.
Boom.
Thank you. I'll be here all week. Enjoy the veal. Tip your waitresses. They're all single and got kids. So anybody else, is she the asshole for thinking the boyfriend is just going through the motions?
No,
I think the guy's got to keep track, man. If he just gave it for Christmas and he just gave the same bag for Valentine's, I mean.
Yeah, I mean, he's unfortunately kind of young. He hasn't had time, and the only way you learn about gift giving is, you get the concept from your parents mostly, and then you figure the rest out when you fuck up. So, he kind of fucked up a little bit. You kind of gotta. We have wisdom at our age, and we know that you do have to mix it up, and that part of making happy gift giving is, look, it's either got to be something she wants, or it's got to be fucking amazing. Okay.
Right.
And there is no middle ground. It's got to be something she wants specifically, or something fucking amazing that you have enough knowledge about her to pick and do it. So, he's young. He's probably not real good at the gift giving thing. She unfortunately
he'll get there.
She might be the asshole, but unfortunately, that's what it's going to take for him to get good at gift giving. So, life lesson is what the whole situation seems to be.
Absolutely.
It's long distance, man. It's okay.
Long distance coupled with being young, and they're still learning.
Absolutely.
It's a learning process.
They're learning clave.
I think I can squeeze one more in. This one is actually from a foreign country. You'll hear just how foreign in just a moment. And for this one,
am I the asshole for trying to get you to update your car's expired warranty?
Yes, you are.
Yes,
it's very good that you talk to me about your extended warranty. My name is Chuck. My boyfriend of about 5 months, she is 22, he is 25, made me a Valentine's Day gift that I thought was a little questionable. He wrote me a letter. The first half of the letter says how much he loves me and how he plans for our future together, which was really sweet. Once I read the second half, though, I felt more like he was just trying to ease me into the topic. My drastic weight gain over the past few weeks scares him. To add the numbers, since the gyms in my country closed in November, I don't know what country they're in, I've gained about 3 kilograms. I did lose muscle mass at the same
That sounds
time,
like a
though,
lot, man. Is that
so
big?
it probably looks like more, she says. I felt really bad about it since I've had
3
insecurities
keys ain't
about
that bad. It's 6.6 pounds. I mean, you
Oh, is
know.
that
3
it?
kilograms.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Okay.
6 pounds.
6
Trust
pounds
me.
is not a lot.
2.2
0.6.
pounds of coke is a key. Don't
Yeah.
ask me how I know that.
I don't want to know.
You read it in a
felt
book.
Right,
I've had
right.
insecurities about my weight. Shut up. Since I was a teenager, and I've been trying to feel happy and confident in my body for a long time. He knows about this. I've told him, since it's not the first time he's commented on my weight. When we talked about working out at the beginning of the relationship, I said I do it because I enjoy it, especially strength training. It's not to lose weight. He wasn't happy with that answer and told me to focus on weight loss more because muscular women aren't attractive. You've never seen Ronda Rousey, kid. And directly asked if I could lose some more weight. I explained to him why this was upsetting to me and that I'll probably never be model thin. He made it clear that if this is a deal breaker for him, he should date someone else. He was visibly upset, and I asked him not to comment on my weight again, since I am definitely aware that if I gain weight, being reminded of it just hurts. So fast forward a few months, I started doing a 4-week workout challenge done by a popular YouTuber, and it's been doing wonders for my strength and confidence. I've also lost a little bit of the weight that I've gained since the beginning of quarantine. When I pointed out that in front of the mirror at my boyfriend's place about 2 weeks ago, he laughed and said, "No, you gained weight." I didn't say anything more. I felt unmotivated. So now it's Valentine's Day. The letter was written in his native language, which I barely speak, for me to take home and translate it. I just got done with the translation. I'm feeling kind of disappointed with my gift, especially since I put a lot of work into my handmade gifts for him, and he just seemed to use the opportunity to criticize my weight again. Am I wrong for feeling upset? Is this girl the asshole?
Hell no, she ain't. If he can't love her for her and love her for what she looks like, then fuck him.
Mm-hmm.
Amen.
See, she goes from the
They're the
MVP of the
400.
comment section to the MVP of the show
That's,
tonight.
Yeah.
Wait, Amber, did I hear you mention a Michigan jacket?
Yeah, a
Yeah,
friend
you
of
need
mine.
to burn that. You need to burn that shit immediately.
You
It
shut
ain't
your
mine.
whore fucking mouth.
Oh yeah, Herm, I do have a question for you. How'd you know that about tequila?
He learned
He
in
read it in
science
a-
class.
You
He
said,
read it in a
"Don't ask
book."
me how I know that, but
Work
He watched cocaine.
experience.
He watched
Scarface.
Cocaine Bear.
Work experience, and we'll leave it at that.
Yeah. I don't want to tell you what he does for work, but Tom, is this girl the asshole?
I'm gonna say no, she's not. You know, this guy. Yeah, I mean, when you're talking about weight with your significant, it's never gonna end well. You know, so it's
No,
almost like a
no.
taboo bringing it up. You gotta be positive. You gotta keep it in a positive light. Spin it into a positive. You know, me and my wife, we work out together at the ICJ. You know,
Baby, I love the way your ass getting all dimply lately.
you know.
I don't care if she's knocking over lamps. I ain't saying a goddamn word.
Uh,
So
I'm fooling.
you
I'm
gotta
fooling,
keep
seriously.
it positive, man. This guy, he's already messed it up. So
You can throw a comment or a hint, not all the time. You know, it's like that age-old question that men don't like. Do these jeans make my ass look fat?
No, vision makes your ass look that fat.
No,
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it's the refrigerator that's making your ass look fat.
Yes, makes your ass look fat.
You're fucked if you do. You're fucked if you don't.
This dress makes me look fat. No, it's the refrigerator that does that.
When my ex-wife was pregnant, she was very conscious about her weight, and she She was not a tiny girl, but she wasn't a biggin. And look, I love them in all sizes. If you're cute, you're cute. Doesn't matter. And she said something to me one day about, oh, I can't believe you love me. I can't believe I'm so fat. Look at me. I'm like, first of all, you're carrying a baby. I kind of get it. And it's not like you're walking across the living room and making the radio skip. So you can't be that fat.
That'd have been me. I'd be like, yes, you are fat. You're fucking huge.
Get
and
the
you're
fuck
carrying, out. And you're no, and you're carrying my baby. And that's exactly how it's supposed to fucking be. You know, it would have been a Herm asshole tender moment. Yeah, you're as big as a fucking house, woman. All right.
However,
but that's my baby in there, so it's all good.
Mm-hmm. You know, I don't care if she's wearing heels in Texas and strikes oil. If I love her, I love her. Well, it's that simple.
You know, I like oil.
You know, if she poses the question in a certain way, she, you know, I'd like to work out. That's great. I hope you have fun doing it.
And her husband.
Awesome. But don't shame the poor girl. And that's what it sounds like this foreign schmucko is doing.
Yeah, and unfortunately, whoever the boyfriend is there, sounds like he's the one who's got the hang-up problem. And unfortunately, she's also kind of being an asshole, but she's being an asshole to herself. She will allow this kind of behavior to happen, probably due to... maybe a self-confidence issue.
I was just going to ask, you think this is a self-esteem thing we're talking about?
I'm wondering if it is a self-confidence. Absolutely.
How was she treated by other people before she got with this guy?
That's another great question.
That's a question, but, you know, it sounds to me like she's more a self-esteem issue than a self-confidence issue. So, I mean, is she of the mindset that, she can't get anybody good? Girl, you can get anybody, I mean, you can get anybody you want. You just got to, put some effort into it.
There's a lid for every pot.
Let's be honest. You can look all kinds of ways, but positivity is sexy. Confidence is sexy. So it sounds like she's got a self-esteem issue that, unfortunately, she's just locked in with this loser, and what she needs to do is just move on, and there's a lot of fish out there. Eventually you find the right one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, like I said, there's a lid for every pot.
God, I think one must be in the Arctic Ocean somewhere.
He's out there somewhere, kid. You'll find him.
I mean, he was driving the 21. Now he's driving the 25, but some girl named Taylor done took him.
Oh, see, she's talking about my man Matty D, Matt DiBenedetto.
Hell yeah.
Don't give me that face, Herm. I seem to remember somebody was texting me during the race with wanting to know some technical shit. You were having a good time during that race.
There wasn't another goddamn thing on TV.
You could have watched the XFL.
Yeah, I haven't gotten that deep into XFL yet. It was a
started
Saturday,
watching.
and to be honest, I forgot when I called up the YouTube. It was when I called up YouTube on the phone, the race came up. It was probably NBC from the news that morning or wherever it was. Whatever channel it was that I watched that morning, that's what came up. So I just left it there for noise. But
and you guys are going to hear all about it tomorrow night on the Speedway Review, 9:00 sharp on Facebook Live, YouTube, and wherever you find us. And Amber will be right there in the comments more than likely. So
oh yeah.
She has a good time.
I'll be there in the peanut gallery.
If it comes up and says NASCAR, I'm watching NASCAR. Screw everything else.
That's my friend. So let me ask you two before we say goodbye and get into the part of the show where the three of us shit on each other. Is there one MVP asshole in this entire stuff that we've read? We'll go ladies first. Amber, who's the MVP of the assholes tonight?
Out of the stories you read, or
out of the story? Not out of us. Out of the stories I've read tonight. Because we already know Herm won.
I came in second.
I took last.
There you go.
Hey,
I'm just Malcolm in the middle.
I gotta say that last guy was kind of the MVP asshole because of the way he was treating that girl. You don't do shit like that.
All right, fair enough. Tom, who was your MVP asshole?
I would say the guy with the girl with her dad was dying. That's what I think. When he needed
that dude was a prick.
Yeah,
I would have to agree with that.
Yeah,
all right.
Me too.
That'd be my vote.
I don't know.
Honorable
With me, I'm tied between the last guy and bath bomb guy. Have some fucking creativity, kid. Come on
A
now.
little bit.
kind of honorable mention, I think, would have to go to the guy that sent his wife 6 dozen roses, 2 boxes of candy and shit. Their family. That
Oh,
was
the
just
family. Yeah,
honorable
absolutely.
mention,
Yeah.
asshole.
Well, I appreciate you guys sticking this out and coming on and saving the show from our original guest who decided not to show up. She had shit to do. Emma, I know you're going to be watching this later. Happy 15th birthday, kid. Hope you have a good time.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
You're only 15 once, unless you're Tom, then you're 15 3 times.
Ooh.
Yeah,
How old
baby.
are you now? How old are you now, TC?
50 this year, brother.
Oh,
Ain't
Not
that's
no
bad.
way.
3 and a
Not
half.
bad. Cleared all my hair.
Welcome
out.
to the
Ain't no way.
welcome to the club.
Hey, I think
I'll be 50 this year, brother.
other than Amber, I think we're all 50.
We are.
Yes. Yes, we are.
I'm going to have to call BS on all but one of you, but I'm not going to say which one I'm calling BS on.
I know I look 50.
You look 90.
Hey, Chris said I didn't.
And that's on a good day.
Yeah, I know. Other days he looks 105. All right, Amber. I was born on the same day as Kevin Harvick.
I'll be right
3
back.
years.
Keep this going.
Go right ahead, old guy. I was born 3 years before Kevin Harvick on the same day.
December the 8th?
December 8th, 1972 is my birthday. I know, because I was there.
I was born exactly down to the minute 5 days before Casey King.
I don't know that I'd say that out loud.
Hey now.
Casey's not that bad.
No, he's not that bad. Well, Tom, when did
He
you
ain't that
celebrate
good
your
either,
50th? That's
No,
true.
it's in October.
Oh, it's coming up.
Yeah, it's coming up. Yeah. So
Well, you got to make your way up. Make your way up here so we can have a whiskey together on your
Oh yeah,
birthday.
you got it, man. Yeah.
All right, and
we got 100 years of celebrating, me and Tim, on the 16th of October.
oh shit, that's
I've
twice
seen
the
that.
whiskey.
There you
I
go.
forgot.
Twice the
It'll be
hangover.
a pleasure.
Tom and Tim, twin brothers. Oh my lord! And when I met these guys, they were hilarious. I liked them immediately. Although I was told these guys are trouble, you may want to stay away from them. Fuck no, they're my kind of guys.
I'm back doing stand-up comedy in New York City, man. So
No
Are
shit.
you really? That's
yeah,
awesome,
so,
dude.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
cool.
We'll
Send
see how
us
that
a link
works
with
out,
some
you
of
know?
your stuff.
We're trying to get a show over at Mohegan Sun, so we'll see what happens.
We'll be
Yeah,
there if
send
you
us all
do.
a link.
Hey, listen, I appreciate you having me on. I got 2 big dogs that need to eat, and I'll talk to you soon, man. Thanks a lot, Chris. Appreciate it.
Don't
All
forget
right,
to put
Tom,
the
thank
back
you
on
so
the
Tommy, it was
much.
great having you on the show.
Thank
Talk
you,
to you
guys.
later.
Have a good night.
Get a new
Thanks,
hat. All right, we got Amber for a couple more minutes before we go. You're one of three women that have ever appeared on the show. There was Mrs. Herm, there was Dawn, and now there's Amber. To be around this much bullshit testosterone, did you have a good time?
I had a blast.
Good.
Good to hear.
Make sure you share this with your
'Cause that's what
friends.
we like to provide.
Share this with your friends. Yeah, tell them all about it and tell them you had a good time. I would love to bring more listeners on and do like a one-off every now and again. You know, time permitting. You're one of the first. You won't be the last. Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Yes.
Not a problem. Glad to do it.
And make sure you watch tomorrow night as I talk about Daytona on the Speedway Review.
You got to put Stenhouse in there somewhere. I mean, that was just like, I don't know if he was right place, right time, or he just knew what the hell he was doing.
I'll be talking all about it tomorrow night. I got you covered, kid. Don't worry about it.
Hell yeah.
All right. You have a good
All
night,
right.
Amber. Thank you again.
All right, you too.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Amber.
Have a good night.
Peace.
It's kind of fun. Kind of fun having listeners come on and
It is. It is.
do their thing. It's very much interactive. You know, we're not just disembodied voices. They can actually talk to us. And, you know, when you have to move quickly, especially when your guest backs out, understandably so, a couple hours before showtime, you do what you got to do.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna. Well, I sent a text. Yeah, I know. I'm fucking stumbling. How's
How's the weather in Babylon, Herm?
It's pretty good. If you're going to do it, I messaged Brenton earlier. I was like, "Yo, what are you doing at like 6 p.m.?" And he's helping his mom.
That would be a fucking great guest, man.
Right. So
I
I was
love
like,
Brenton.
all right. I was like, all right. So he was like, I'm helping mom run Tam is running the concession stand for the school, and she's doing really well. And I've
good.
helped her out with some ideas on how to get some shit that will really sell. It's easy. But he's like, I'm helping mom at the game and stuff. And that's what I was doing right when we started at 6 o'clock. He messaged me, and that's what the call was. I was like, yo, I was looking for somebody for the show, and I was thinking about you. And he's like, I can do it. I'll just go to the other end of the school. I'm like, no, it's like an hour and a half, dude. You got to go help her out real quick. You got
Take
to help
care of
your
your
mom,
business
you know.
first, yeah.
I was like, maybe next week or the week after we'll have you on the show. But
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
I thought his interesting ass would be kind of cool to hear what he thinks.
We're
Well,
gonna
you know
see
why?
He's a pretty good judge of character, you know.
We're gonna see
Dude
his
is-
name on the Forbes list. I'm telling you.
Right?
Sure,
Dude is
that
pimp.
That
That
motherfucker's
motherfucker
gonna
is
make me
savvy.
money.
Dude
Savvy.
is
Me
pimp.
money. Oh, for real. For real.
So now
How old
the,
is- What's he?
He's not even
15?
old enough to get a job yet, and he's working on.
14?
Yeah, he's 14.
Jesus Christ, he's like
He's 14.
he's like the
yeah.
45-year-old, 15-year-old, 14-year-old.
Yeah, and he's already making like crazy money in the summer with the job selling down at the boutique. Yeah, the boss wants to take him to fucking Vegas and California, Los Angeles, Chicago
Nice.
for clothing shows to pick out lines of clothes.
Nice.
Like he's got it, man. The kid is definitely he's the next Tommy fucking Hilfiger. I'm telling you.
dude is
Tommy
pimp.
Telling
Hilfiger.
you. His jewelry business is taking off. Kids.
You can
kids-
find him on Facebook, Brenton's Bling. Go look at that. He's got
yeah,
good
you
stuff.
can. He's got
got
good
good shit.
stuff, and that motherfucker's going to be president someday. If not, he's going to have the motherfucking president's ear. Like the
Or
other
he's
one,
going to dress the president.
The other one,
Yeah.
I love my son, but that's just not his shit. For the other two, the other
Mhm.
two are definitely more work with your
Gritty.
hands, work hard. But Brenton, that motherfucker's pretty.
He's
There
pimp.
he is.
He
There's
is
no other way
pretty,
to put
man.
it. Dude is
He's
pimp.
straight up pretty. Like the other, like he wears ties of certain color and solids because he's all about power ties. 14, he's already about wearing power ties everywhere he fucking goes. Like
That's
he
awesome.
wants Argyle socks with matching pocket squares. Like
Oh my
fuck
God.
yeah, man. Like this motherfucker is already dripping and. He's not even old enough to like pay taxes yet, and he's already dripping in style. Like he is definitely the next Hilfiger.
The kid is
I'm telling you,
definitely 1,000% pimp status.
this man is gonna have like a line. I figure he'll have like just a chain of high end men's haberdasheries, hats, shirts, wallets. Oh, that's his shit. I'm telling you. That fucker is going to make so much money.
It was
That's
clear
all he
beyond
cares
belief.
about right now at 14. All he cares about is money, and not to the point where it's evil. He knows what kind of a tool it is, and the beautiful life he can provide for himself and his family with it.
Well, that, and I'm sure he knows the value of a dollar. It's,
Yes.
money doesn't grow on trees, and that's a beautiful thing when a kid can, go out there and hustle for themselves and make a dollar.
Yeah, I mean, at 14, he's got his own business. At 14, he's got his own employer ID number for the fucking government. Like, Jesus
Wow.
Christ.
I was hustling my paper out at 14.
Yeah,
Same.
no, he's got way bigger dreams.
Well, he's also got bigger opportunities than we had in 1862.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
Takes
you know,
a
all you
dollar.
had- yeah, like we didn't even have running water and shit. So, but yeah, like he definitely is, he's smart as a whip, and kid's going to be something special.
He's gonna go places.
They're
Amber's
all
already
something
saying-
special, but this kid's going to go fucking far, man.
Oh, absolutely. Amber's already in the comment section saying, thanks for having me on. I had a blast. Thank you, Amber. We had fun
Yes,
thank
talking
It
to
was
you
great.
and to
Thanks for
Tom.
being on the show.
Always a pleasure.
Yes, indeed. Now,
He makes a
the big
dollar, I
question
make a
is,
dime.
The big question is, obviously
What
for
is a
me and
woman?
Lynch, we'd have to coordinate, but for you, Herm, being in Pupol, Colorado, when is everybody going to see Cocaine Bear?
Okay, so here's the thing. There's got to be a way to watch party this shit.
If it's strictly in theaters, we're screwed.
Like my new bank card comes in the mail today. I plan on watching Cocaine Bear, putting my shit, all my shit on it, and watching Cocaine Bear immediately as soon as it's available on Friday. I'll probably watch it Friday.
Is it going to be available on streaming service though?
It hits theaters, and
I
I'm
can
pretty
find
sure.
out for you.
If not, you
Please
know what?
do.
Prime does a lot of early release rentals, and I will pay stupid amounts of money to watch this movie so we can review it on the show and spend a lot of fucking time discussing how stupid it was.
We could have some
I've
sort
seen
of
a lot of
watch-along.
run-ups on morning TV, so I'm very interested to see the movie. Now, it's done not from a realistic point of view, which I was kind of hoping for, like a more of a horror slasher killer bear type movie, but it's definitely got some lighthearted shit going on. But I'm definitely interested to watch Cocaine Bear.
It hit me the other day when I was watching the Daytona 500 and they had the ad for it, and Derek's soon-to-be brother-in-law was watching his Cocaine Bear. I'm like, yeah, it's based on a true story, but it's kind of the story's kind of be off kilter.
Dude,
and whatever.
when did I raised what
and
was
it
I
said
here
this.
for?
It
Was
said
I here
this weekend coming up?
Was I here? When did I?
When we first heard about it, you were still in this studio. We started talking about it when just before you left, when Ray Liotta passed.
Yeah, I was September.
Yeah, and we were around the table.
Yes, and
Give or
then
take, we were around
somewhere,
the
and then
table.
at some point, right after I got here, right after Mom passed, I saw that we had discussed
The
that there was
trailer came out. Yeah,
Right, we actually saw that they were pushing it, and that's when I was like, oh my fucking god.
this isn't going to be like Night of the Demons. This isn't going to be like one of those shitty films like Shocker, which was on like 8 screens in the entirety of America. I just happened to be in front of one of them. They're pushing this. This is going to be a big thing.
Yeah,
He
like
died.
what's her name?
He died in May. He died in May.
We're still around the table.
Yep.
Well, no, it was May when he died, and then I was here after Mom passed, sitting outside, and I sent you guys in the chat. I was like, check this shit out.
Oh yeah, the trailer.
That's right.
But
and
if
I was
you
like,
remember-
for real.
If you remember, when we were reading up about Ray Liotta, and we're going to talk about him on the
Right,
show,
Right.
they
we
said
did,
that his final work was
right.
Cocaine Bear.
Right,
We're like,
and it
what?
right, and at the time it didn't really register or mean a whole hell of a lot. And then we saw the movie, I saw the trailer, and I was like, "Yo, dudes," because it was here before I went back home, and it was right after Mom had passed, and I was here with Dad. So
Yeah.
yeah, I was like, "Yo," but yes. So I figure it's hitting theaters Friday, select theaters Friday, which means I give it about 2 weeks, and we should be able to see it on Prime.
Okay, and I'll pay the rental fee on my end. We'll just have to all do the 3, 2, 1.
Well, that's what I'm
go.
saying. I don't get. Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I don't really care if I have to pay $20 just to watch it myself. We'll figure it out to give the review.
Oh, absolutely. I would love to watch it together and record it. That'd be 90 minutes of fucking pure gold.
That's what I'm saying. Literally, like just Mystery Science Theater 3000 that shit, and I'm not sure. We'd have to do it something with like this, where it's like all of us, and then one of this would be like a presentation screen. Like if I put, like I bet if I lined
Like the
it
movie
in,
poster in the corner.
right? Like if I watched the movie through Prime on my laptop while we did the show, we could watch the movie on the
Yeah,
show.
but YouTube would kill us in about 38 seconds.
Fine, whatever.
Look, I'm trying to save you and us from getting strikes on our page, bro.
But technically, if we're using it for satire or for review, we can use it. So it's not a problem.
You better clear that shit through the lawyers first, because
I'll do the research. Hold on.
I'm not sitting in front of a deposition with Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe just so I can watch Cocaine Bear live on the YouTube.
Because we're not taking credit for it.
Yeah.
We're not saying it's ours. We're not collecting any money for it. We're literally just critiquing it while it's playing.
Mm-hmm.
And I
All right.
purchased
There
the
you go.
critique, and I purchased the movie to watch it. So I'm just having a big watch party.
Okay. I mean, there might be still some broadcast thing here and there. You do your due diligence. We'll do ours. I'm ready.
I'll risk it.
I am. Let's
Oh.
do it.
Agreed.
Hey,
So, anybody have anything they want to talk about before we tell these nice folks to go home and stop drinking?
Yeah,
some interesting developments in that trial today.
the Murdaugh
Um,
trial.
The Murdaugh trial. They're saying whomever it was that pulled the trigger must have been taller than the accused, based upon the trajectory of the bullets.
Now, you had mentioned that there's a documentary on this.
Drops.
Where?
Drops tomorrow on Netflix.
Okay, that's why I was looking for it the other day and I didn't
Yeah.
find anything because you had mentioned it last week.
Yeah, drops tomorrow. I believe it's tomorrow, 22nd.
I'm still waiting for someone to do a rave up on Flotus Doulos and his dumbass.
Flotus Doulos.
The guy from Connecticut who killed his wife and then when he was about to get arrested, killed himself.
Oh, the Doulos.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Flotus. Or is it
Flotus.
Flotus? I don't know. Fuck him, he's dead.
I wouldn't want to fuck a dead person.
When the news reporters
That's
are
Derek's
following
job.
you and you pull into your own garage and it's separate and you don't come out and you leave the car running, we know what you're doing, asshole. We know.
Yeah, Flotus Doulos.
Yep, you were doing court a half hour ago, Fotis. What are you doing? I'm breathing in these wonderful smelling fumes. Dirtbag.
They're delicious.
He
Fuck
just
him.
looks like a dirtbag.
Yeah, he does. Fuck him. Fuck Chris Swats. Fuck Chris Benoit.
World's greatest dad.
That's right.
I got
Well,
Galaxy. I got
I'm not the
Galaxy's
best dad in the world, but I'm still better than Chris Benoit.
I'm a better dad than Chris Benoit.
That's
still
right.
catch
I'm a
shit.
better dad.
Yeah, you are.
I'm a better dad than Chris Benoit. And I ain't got no fucking kids.
We'll get you I'll make you a special shirt that says "Better Godfather" than Chris Benoit.
There you go. Yeah. What else?
Did anybody
been-
see or hear the rumor that Christian Bale wants to play Batman one more time, but he'll only do it if Nolan comes back?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
I heard kind of.
Huh.
Matter of fact, I saw that on Reddit first. There was a couple, maybe about a month ago.
That's interesting. I mean, I'm
Well, the
very,
thing-
I'm very
Go ahead,
excited
please.
about Michael Keaton playing
He's
Yep.
in the new
Batman
Flash.
again.
He's in a new Flash movie, which
That's
was
what-
Yes.
where I was going to go. Where I'm going with this, for as much as a human piece of garbage that the kid who's playing the Flash, as much a piece of garbage he is.
Ezra Miller, what'd he do? I've read a little bit about it, but
Dude, when you get home,
He
Google
touched-
him.
He touched some little. Didn't he touch little kids' peepees?
He was guilty of grooming. Yeah.
Yeah,
This
but
kid
he
is
didn't.
fat.
He didn't.
He's a
touch
fucking
the
drug
peepees.
addict.
He didn't touch the peepees yet, but he definitely was getting them ready so he could touch the peepees.
he was
Yeah.
grooming Pee-Pee.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck that.
So, but I saw the full trailer. I saw the brief trailer during the Super Bowl. So 2 days later, I watched the full trailer. I kind of like what they're doing. They're kind of doing the infinite universes. That he can move so fast that he can travel time. That's why Ben Affleck's in this one as Batman. Michael Keaton is also in this one as Batman. And I think that reason is why Christian Bale said, "Yeah, I'll give it another go if Chris Nolan comes back."
Well, here's the deal with me, and Herm said it a couple weeks ago, and I was like, I don't know what he's talking about. The Batman versus Superman was good. Justice League, come see, come saw. DC Universe
It
sucked
depends.
when it comes
Justice
to movies.
League was
Yeah.
good as long as you watch the Snyder cut.
Oh,
If you
absolutely.
watch if you watch the Snyder cut, it's a good movie. If you
Yeah,
watch
it's 4
that
hours
bullshit
and
they
you did it all.
yes, and if you watch that bullshit they put in the theater, you're like, this
Yeah.
ain't it.
Yeah,
No,
yeah. The
wasn't.
Snyder cut was much better. Much
The
much
Snyder
better.
cut totally made that fucking.
I mean,
Look, let's be clear.
Aquaman was
Aquaman
good.
was not that good.
It was okay.
No, Amber Heard's tits were about the best part of that movie,
Yeah.
and those were digitally enhanced. So the movie was not that great. It
And
was
then she
great
shit
for
on
the
his. And then she
fucking
shit on his sheets.
If I had to pick
Amber.
one of the,
No,
if I
Amber. No.
if,
Yeah, I
if
mean,
you're
it was a great movie for all of the, the disenfranchised housewives. They got moist.
To see
But the
Jason
movie
Momoa without a
itself-
shirt on, yeah.
The movie itself really wasn't that. I didn't feel was that fabulous.
The
I
strongest
gotta be
story
honest.
was the story between him and his dad and his mom. That was it.
And there was so much going on in that fucking movie. There was 4 fucking storylines you had to pay attention to, and
I'll agree with that.
all
It
running
was a little confusing.
concurrently, and not like Pulp Fiction where they laid out storylines and then went back and they cut the movie into sections and mixed up the timeline.
It made
This was
sense.
a timeline you had to track through the fucking movie because there's 4 fucking dynamics going on. There was just too much going
That's what-
on in that first Aquaman movie.
That's what I thought about
Sorry.
Black Adam too. It was a little jarring at points the way they cut certain sequences.
Mhm.
You're like, wait, whoa, I got to go back a minute. Oh, okay, now it makes sense. I think
Mhm.
if I had a gun to my head to say what my favorite DC universe right now is Shazam. I thought that was a very fun movie.
Haven't watched it all the way through. I am going to give it a shot because the new one's coming out, and
I like Zachary
But,
Levi,
I mean,
the guy who
Shazam
plays
wasn't-
Shazam.
Shazam wasn't bad. I
No,
don't think it was a bad movie. I just don't think it was.
I'm saying put up against the other DC Universe movies, other than Justice League Zack Snyder cut. That's number 2 in my book.
It's good for the character. My
Yeah.
problem with it is it had way less cinematic value than all of the
Yeah.
other DC movies. Even Aquaman, which really sucked, had a lot of cinematic value. Shazam didn't have it. You need him to do another movie and get the cinematic value out of that.
I think the sequel will fulfill your request because it looks really good. Visually, it looks good. Different universe, but Marvel's getting torn up. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania is the worst reviewed Marvel movie since. It's so bad I don't even remember. There was one that came out a year and a half ago. It's getting really bad reviews
No, it's
critically, but audiences love it.
right. Critically, it's getting shit. Audience are raving about it and love it. It's not Green Lantern.
No.
thank God for
but
that.
People, the one complaint I have heard or read is that they weren't expecting a Doctor Strange type movie with Ant-Man, but you kind of have to expect it based upon where the story goes here. Quantumania
Right.
is he's going into the quantum zone, which is
Right,
fucked
right.
up.
Which is everywhere and nowhere all at the same time.
Oh, if you guys haven't seen it, everything, everywhere, all at once. It's a multiverse movie. The Chinese. Oh my God, what the hell's her name?
Yeah, I know. She won
Crouching
awards.
Tiger.
I haven't watched it yet, only because
I liked it.
I'm not willing to drop a rental fee on it yet. And right now it's on a rental fee because it's still
Oh.
hot.
See, I get it on Showtime.
Oh, I don't have Showtime. I've got HBO
Oh, okay.
Max. I
Okay.
have every other fucking thing. Paramount. I got 1923 is getting good.
Oh yeah. Oh, Kevin Costner might be out of Yellowstone.
Yeah, well, that's a definite. They're
Yeah.
definitely going to write him out. But
So this is going to be interesting how they get rid of him because they haven't filmed the second half of season 5 yet.
yeah, well, this will be his last season. That's how he's going to do it. They're going to finish the season, and then he's gonna bow
God,
out.
I
He's
hope
done.
so. God, I hope so. Man,
Are you going to die?
maybe.
Please don't die.
Please don't go. Please don't go.
I mean, going back to the whole DC universe gimmick schnibbits bullshit, I thought as good of a movie as Dark Knight Rises was, it left a lot of plot holes open, and it didn't give the closure that they think it did when
Well,
you got to the end.
You were always definitely more of a DC. You were very much Dark Knight Batman.
Mm-hmm.
You know what
But
I mean?
not the 1966 Batman. I always liked him darker. Like, you know,
I
didn't even care about Val.
No,
Right.
the actual Dark Knight series.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely not.
Batman Year One.
Fuck Val Kilmer. Not
I don't know.
in general, but
Val Kilmer was a better Bruce Wayne than he was Batman.
Yes.
Yeah, he fit the Bruce
Yes.
Wayne part perfectly.
Yes.
And on the opposite side, George
Michael
Clooney was a
Keaton-
better Batman than he was Bruce Wayne.
Then he was Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
Michael Keaton got it
feel
all
that-
correct.
Right. I was just gonna say I feel Christian and Michael got both roles correct.
Mhm.
Whereas the other two got one half of the role right on the money.
You could
Right.
take the smush them together and make one character.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
But yeah, yeah.
But
Yeah.
Uma Thurman in a Poison Ivy outfit wasn't bad to look at for 2 hours.
No, it's all
Whatever.
right
I
to
was
look
more
at,
an
but
Alicia Silverstone guy.
Oh yeah, that too.
Yes,
Her too.
yes, and I mean, you had to deal with Arnold as Mr. Freeze.
Yeah.
And, you know,
That was
I mean,
bad.
Come on,
So
man.
bad.
So
It's
there's
bad.
been
It's
been
bad
bad
when you're at the
decisions,
time
but
5-year-old is making fun of Mr. Freeze on TV.
Yeah.
It's just like, remember my name. It is the chilling
Remember
sound
my
of your
name.
doom.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Does that surprise you? I mean, does that
Emma got it
surprise you?
before everybody else.
How many times have you and I said, "Get to the chopper" for some
Mm-hmm.
stupid fucking reason?
Joppa!
It's not a tumor at all. It's not. It's not a
At
tumor.
all. It's not.
He's not a
It's not
tumor.
a tumor.
Who is your daddy?
Who's your daddy?
And what does he
he
And
do?
what does he do?
I was just gonna go there.
If you guys ever have not seen the website, I don't know if it's even still up yet, celebrityprankcalls.com. Look up
Who
the
is your
Arnold
daddy
ones.
and what does he do?
I have a couple questions, and I want them answered immediately. Okay, what are your questions, sir?
Who is your daddy and what does he
what
do?
does he do? I'm not sure I want to tell you that. Stop whining.
Stop.
You belong to me now. You're mine.
Oh, that would be a fun episode.
That one.
Come on, jerky boys.
I like you, Sully. I'm going to
The
kill
Arnold-
you last.
The Arnold ones, the Al Pacino ones, and the Miss Cleo ones are my favorite.
The Al
Yes,
Pacino
they had a
ones are really
whole
good.
section of Miss Cleo, and that's where, I mean, it was always my favorite line. Herm will tell you this when it was on TV, but when you hear the Miss Cleo prank calls, tell me a little about yourself. Well, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to tell you. You're a Libra, aren't you, honey?
You're a Libra, aren't you, honey?
It's all in the cards, man.
Call now.
Oh,
Oh,
you need
no.
to leave that man alone.
He's being with your sister. It's your sister named Tina. Oh, that's where he was last night, girl.
That's where he was last night, girl.
Oh, well, I'm
He
looking
was
at my clock. It is almost
airtight.
Popeye's time. So
Oh, it is Popeye's time.
Chicken at Popeyes.
I'm gonna do a little dance and make a little nub to some Popeye's chicken.
Very nice,
a little
very
nub.
nice, very, very nice.
So-
Nub.
We'll have a subject for you guys next week when you tune in.
Yeah,
Just
we'll
so
figure
long
it
as you're
out.
tuning in.
We'll figure it the fuck out.
That's
And in a
right,
month, we're gonna
we
bring
will
back.
figure it out.
We're gonna try to bring back our guest if she doesn't have more shit to do for school.
In a month?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. All right, we'll bring her back in a month.
You don't wanna do-
You
You
I'll
don't
see
want
if
to
I
do
can
Am
get
I
the-
the Asshole too many times.
No, we'll bring her back for the Am I the Asshole, and we'll just I'll bring BL on next week just for the fuck of it.
Ooh, there you go.
There you
Have
go.
him come up with a topic and we'll just riff off of him.
It'll be about money.
Probably. Why doesn't Chris have any?
I'm not opposed to that.
Why
Dad,
Dad
can-
doesn't
Dad,
share his
can-
sock drawer?
I was just gonna say, Dad, how much money you gonna spend on me?
Just about how much was in that said
Are you
sock
kidding me?
drawer.
Come on, later tonight I'm buying his plane ticket. He's coming out here in April.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm flying him out for April vacation, so
Sweet.
that'll be
Hope
good.
he enjoys
Yeah.
himself.
yeah,
That'll be a
yeah.
blast.
Take him to the zoo.
Oh wow, you're gonna make me go Rocky Balboa on you. Take it to the zoo. I hear retards like the zoo.
Retards like the zoo. Take him to the zoo. Take him to a real Mexican place. Get some real Mexican food. Oh hell yeah!
Oh yeah, there you go.
Oh hell yeah!
Where they don't speak any English, you point at the menu at the picture.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good Mexican place.
Yeah, well, here everybody speaks Spanish, so it's good. But like for the white people, yeah, they still do that. They just, yeah, it's good
I'll
shit.
have that.
But yeah, real shit. Yeah, it's
Right?
good. I'll give him
I
some
can't
real
say it.
fucking some Mexican food. Take him to the zoo. Take him to a couple of stores. It'll be good.
You'd be good to
Go
go.
get him a new pair of cowboy boots.
Take him to the zoo. I hear retards love the zoo.
Yeah, or like in Look Who's Talking Too. Let's take him to the zoo and leave him there.
Yeah.
Man, I haven't seen that in fucking forever.
Nobody's seen that in forever.
Wow.
Ever, in a long time.
Wow. I don't even think it's available on streaming.
Oh, I'm sure one of the services I pay for could fucking find it on. But
Oh,
What
John
film is this
Travolta.
again?
Look who's talking too.
Look Who's Talking. Look Who's Talking Too.
Look who's talking now.
No, we don't watch your third one.
Yeah, no, fuck that third one. No,
All
just the
garbage.
third one.
Hot off the
who's
press,
talking.
just so you know, John Travolta has said he's off the market and he's never gonna have another relationship with another woman since his wife died.
Till next week. Yeah, I know.
Well, until the dude he's banging comes out.
I was just about to say.
Oh, my hair.
I work a long
Sandy!
time on my hair,
Jesus.
and you hit it.
Oh, whoa,
And you
whoa,
hit it.
whoa, why?
Oh, all right. Play that funky music, white boy.
All right, my man.
Rub-a-dub-dub, my kid slipped in the tub.
Oh, my Lord. On that note,
There
we'll
it
see you
is.
guys all next week. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell the people you hate, and share the shit out of us. I'll be
That's
sharing the live-
right.
I'll
Send
be
up a
sharing the
balloon.
YouTube feed with Amber and Tom's friends so they can all see what we do and how we do it, and maybe we'll get some more traction out of it.
Send up
All
a
right.
balloon.
The Chinese have beat us to that, so we're not going to do that.
Yeah, we're not going to do that.
We sent some their way.
Oh, that's a good point. We could do that.
Oh, yeah, we'll just drop copies of the show all over China.
I love it.
That says ICBM.
Good night, guys.
I see a bowel movement. What?
Can it be a penis-shaped balloon?
It could.
Ooh, that sounds nice.